Welcome back from the break. Our guest today is a player with a voice like honey. Please help me in welcoming Darshan Upadhyaya.
How close to me?
Hey, man, how you doing?
Perfect.
It was perfect.
Glad you brought some tea, I see. That's nice.
Yeah, gotta stay hydrated.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
How you doing? How close was I on that name?
Perfect. You know, nobody's gonna get it right anyways, so as
Can
long
you
as
get
you
it right?
try, that's... Honestly, until like 4th grade, I didn't even know how to say my own last name, so... Took me about 10 years, so if you could get it in 5 minutes, then I'd be pretty impressed.
Yeah.
How do you say it, though, for those that want to know?
So let's make it simple. Let's do the phonetics. So first part, oo. I know it's a U, but just bear with me. Oo. Then imagine a pod, like 2 peas in a pod,
Okay.
pod. And the last part is yai. You put that together and you get Upadhyaya.
Upadhyaya. Okay.
Upadhyaya.
Perfect,
Okay.
Travis.
Yes,
Are you
thank
sure?
you.
I don't think we just practiced this 5 minutes ago before
No,
the show
we
started.
we
absolutely
definitely
not.
did not.
How are you doing anyways, Darshan, moving on from that? How was your world? Did you go to it?
Yeah, I went to the group stages, and that was about it.
I was talking about the finals, but yeah, we can get into the group stage. Which do you prefer to talk about?
Well, I mean, I guess we could talk about the World Finals. I didn't really want to go watch it live. I watched most of it from home, but it would just be pretty sad, honestly, to go there, go watch it live, and be like, damn, that could have been us, but...
Some people say like that gives them a fire. Like Reggie tweeted out like, "Oh man, seeing World Finals again makes me want to get here like even stronger." But for you, it comes more like negatively, where it's like, "Oh, that could have been me," and you want to just like move on and start prepping for next season or something.
Yeah, I'd say I definitely already have that fire, but having that fire right now isn't going to matter as much when the next season's 2 months away, and I have that motivation. I can't do anything right now. I can't be like, I'm going to go grind league for 12 hours straight. That's not going to matter right now, but 2 months from now, that's when everything starts again. So. Yeah, I'm just waiting for that.
All right. Did you say you went to the thing on Friday, though? Because we showed a little bit of that feature before. Did you like the concert? That was Travis's favorite part.
Yeah, that was actually really cool. I got to meet, like, Nikki Taylor. I got to talk to Trindamere. He's doing great. Got to meet Jimmy Wong, who hosts All Chat, I think.
Yeah, I love Jimmy.
Then I met this DJ named Artie. I met Wreckful. I met, like, so many cool people from the community, and I just got to interact. And we won the ARAM too, so at least we won something. You know?
He was in the Celebrity ARAM.
Yeah,
earlier, if you didn't see, he asked me who was in the Celebrity ARAM. I was trying to remember, but you were in it.
Yeah, I was the coach, actually. I wasn't playing, but what I told my team after was we had better coordination than CLG at Worlds. So.
Well, there you go.
Oh,
Hey, that's good.
Beating yourself up, all right. Do you have any collabs planned? Any like with Nikki Taylor, the DJ, or anything? I know you're very interested in music and singing and that kind of stuff.
Maybe one of these days. Keep it on the down low. I kind of want to surprise my fan base. Be like, hey, guys.
Yeah, you'll be able to surprise them. Don't worry. No one's gonna see this. So going back to the Worlds at group stage thing for CLG, what was that like? Because I think a lot of people were really surprised after week 1. We kind of had like a lot of hope, and we pinned a lot of it on you guys. And then there was the whole week 2 kind of debacle. What was it like from like your perspective, obviously being a part of it?
There's always gonna be things you can look back and be like, I want to improve this. But I would say the biggest thing I want to improve for next year is just practice atmosphere and practice environment, because if you look at the whole league year, basically it's like a big final or a big test. The whole 10 months, the whole 11 months build up to the World Championship, builds up to the group stages, builds up to the finals. And honestly, I wasn't too happy with our process, the whole 10, 11 months that I spent building up to the World Finals. And I feel like if that day-to-day isn't fulfilling, if every day of practice doesn't feel like you're doing something meaningful, then I would say you're not being a pro the best way you can be. So
right.
I would say that's like the biggest thing I want to change. And we went 3-3, and the funny thing is that us, C9 and TSM all went 3-3, but it just so ended up that C9 made it out of groups. So
right, kind of talking about that idea then, like what's your thoughts on the whole group stage? Because there's like the random seeding, which seems to just make some groups stronger and weaker, and then there's the whole best of ones. Is like having seen that completely, thrown out of every scene now, but for some reason it's still at the World Championship. Is this something that, you would like to see less of and have like a larger group stage or best of 3s and that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I'd say the format can be kind of weird at times. For example, like H2K, even though G2 placed horribly at MSI, and that should mean worse seeding for Worlds, they were the 3rd seed at EU, and then they got probably the best group they could get.
Right.
Whereas on the other hand, TSM got a group with RNG, Splice, and
Samsung.
Yeah, and Samsung. So I feel like it's kind of weird that seeds that should be stronger are not getting favorable groups to get out.
What do you think of the best of one thing? I just wanted to ask about this because I know so many people were talking about how they really wanted NA teams to have that best of 3 practice, and they thought that's why NA teams weren't doing really well at the Worlds group stage. And then obviously you end up in group stages where you have best of 1s. It's just kind of a weird thing.
How do I feel about just like best of 3s?
Yeah. What do you think of that? The fact that group stages are best of 1s, whenever like every other league is moving away from best of 1s.
I definitely feel like any team can really win in best of 1s, and you saw that no team at Worlds went undefeated. I feel like any decent team can take another game off any team, and if it's just one game, you know, you can pull out a cheese strategy. Against Rocks, we level 1 ganked bottom with Aurelion Soul. They didn't see that coming, and then we just crushed them that game because they weren't prepared for that. So I feel like if you prepare like a 1-game strategy, it can work out really well. But in a series, I think the better team will always come out on top.
Yeah, it's interesting. You kind of talked a little bit about how like everything's building up for Worlds, like this big final that like you're studying for, which seems so weird because you guys had such a great MSI performance that it's kind of like forgotten about only, you know, a couple months later that like, hey, you guys got 2nd place at an international tournament and like made NA look really good. And on top of the fact that NA had like the 2nd highest win rate in groups and this kind of stuff, it seems like a lot of that gets forgotten at Worlds. Is this something that you'd like to see change, where it's not just studying for this big test when so much changes patch to patch and that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I'd say like the most disappointing thing about League, and there's not really anything I can contest about it right now, is that everyone I talk to or anyone that I just talked to about League of Legends is just like, oh, the Koreans are too strong, SKT wins again, you know, it's just going to be SKT 3-0ing the finals or something like that. And I guess it's like pretty disappointing because I want League to be more interesting. I want all the regions to be more competitive, and I want people to actually believe in NA, but when we don't make it out of group stages again, then there's not really much I can say besides trying to perform better next time. And we almost did that at MSI. You know, we got 2nd. We went to the finals against SKT, but we weren't able to beat them. And I think what I really want to change for next year is to actually win an international tournament, actually prove that North America is really good, CLG is really good, and that any region can really win.
Yeah, I hope I hope someone proves that soon. What are your plans for the off season right now? You said that you have a couple months off and you're not trying to like grind League right now, take some time. What are you doing to pass the time?
So I'd say a lot of people in esports probably don't talk about this, but I'd say what I'm more focused on is I'm pretty good at League, but I want to get good at stuff besides League, and I want to work on like my mental conditioning and just like my physical strength, and just make sure that I'm in like tip-top condition so that when I'm actually practicing League all the time, I'm at the best mental state possible so that I can always be as productive as possible. Because I find a lot of times when you're doing like a 10-month grind of League, which is usually what the season is if you go to MSI, you go to Worlds, then in the day-to-day, it's very possible that you have 1 game a day that's not as good as it can be. So I've just been trying to do a lot of different things besides League so that when I get to the season, I'm focused on that. So.
Yeah, well, one of the things you are known for besides League, of course, we kind of referenced already, is the singing. And so that's what we're going to have you doing today, is judging some people on their singing. So
is that you? I'm going to get it.
No, I can't say that. I don't need you to tell me that, all right?
Wait, so then it's Travis.
No, definitely not me. I already know what your judgment would be, and it's not good.
This is usually the part of the show where we pull up embarrassing clips of our guests usually, but this time we're going to flip it around where you're going to be able to make fun of some other people singing. So we can take a look at one of the first clips.
That dude is a beast on Thresh. Yesterday, all my troubles seem so far away.
So you were there, like
beautiful. Honestly, I wish I had the confidence to jump in right there. I could have had like a beautiful harmony to it.
You're in the background and you like look at them as they start doing it, like, what is going on with my team?
Yeah, sometimes Cutie and Kiwi, they just bust out doing like completely random things, and I don't even expect it as a teammate. It's like not only in game, but just words that come out of their mouth. You won't expect it in a million years, and it's hilarious.
So 1 through 10, what would you rank that? Is the question.
I mean, Cutie's got a really nice, like, silky, like, deep voice, and it just really comes out to me. Like, it really just evokes some sort of feeling inside me. Something about his voice.
9?
It's amazing. I'd have to give it a 10 out of 10.
Okay, 10 out of 10.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's just got a magical voice. I can't really compare anything to that.
Well, unfortunately, we're gonna make you compare something else in the next clip, which is some more singing.
Ooh.
Tony's mom has got it going on. She's all I want, and I waited for so long.
Okay, I gotta be pretty honest, that was just awful.
Yeah.
Like, none of them can sing. They probably shouldn't get a career in singing. Like, I hate to be that guy, but just stop, Link.
They didn't have the confidence. Like half of them were dropping in and out as the song went. There was no commitment to it. So to give us a rating on that one.
That's a solid 0. 0 out of 10.
You have no in between. It's like 10 out of 10, 0, nothing else.
I mean, I call it when I see it. If it's bad, it's bad.
Very binary.
All right. Well, then I'm scared to see what you have to say about our last clip.
Is it me?
I'm a blonde purple girl in a fantasy world. You're from angry height. I'm your darling. You're my doll, rock and roll, feel the glamour thing. Kiss me here, touch me there, hanky panky. You can touch, you can play. If you can say, I'm always yours. Ooh, I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Life is plastic.
Let's cut the tape, guys.
Darshan is just dying inside as he sees that performance.
I mean, I have to give props to my man Marcus. Like, you can tell he's got his soul in that 100%, and he's singing Barbie Girl.
That's true.
That is a classic. If I had to put that on a scale from 0 to 10, I honestly, it's not even on the scale. It's a masterpiece.
It's just somewhere else. He's like at this X plane, then he's going Y. He's just going in a different direction.
Cutie Pie, he's got that great voice. You know, Link, Afro, they can't really sing, so they're on the 0 end. And then Dyrus, you just throw that scale out the window, and you're like, that is a masterpiece. That's what's gonna revolutionize singing for the future. You know, you don't see someone with that kind of passion, that kind of emotion, just really let himself go. And that's the kind of singer I want to be.
All right, well, if you really want to prove that you want to be like Dyrus, this is your chance. We have a microphone for you. You can sing whatever song you want to. You know, just take it away. Blow us away.
All righty. Thank you, guys. Give you guys a quick tune. My favorite hit from Drake, I think. Yeah.
I got my eyes on you. You're everything that I see. I want your high love and emotion endlessly. I can't get over you. You left your mark on me. I want your high love and emotion endlessly. 'Cause you're a good girl and you know it. I know exactly who you should be. 'Cause you're a good girl and you know it. I know exactly who you could be. Just hold on, we're going home. Just hold on, we're going home. It's hard to do these things alone. Just hold on, we're going home. Oh, 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 oh.
Thank you.
Not bad, man. I mean, if you got a career after League of Legends, maybe. I think so, at least. And as a reward, I'm giving you some of our leftover Halloween candy. You can take one, you can take the whole thing. Do whatever you want with it.
Sweet, I get to choose between Lifesaver and...
That's a mint Lifesaver, buddy.
And melted chocolate.
They're stuck together, 2 for 1, all right. Oh my God, you ate it. You want to give a review on that?
Where's the trash can?
I don't know.
Check out Yahoo Esports Live every Tuesday at 3 p.m. Pacific.